You think the scale, your family, or your life circumstances are making you feel like crap? Plot twist, babe. They're not. Your brain is. And once you see how it's doing this, you'll never feel powerless again. You think your jerk of a brother made you angry, or a number the scale spit out is making you ashamed, or your mom's comments about your new haircut made you want to crawl under a rock and die. But you are wrong, my friend. And once I tell you what's actually happening in that beautiful brain of yours, your whole life is about to change. Buckle up, Buttercup. Once you see this, you'll never blame the scale, your husband, or your mother-in-law for your emotions ever again. So here's the thing we all get wrong. We walk around thinking that our life is making us feel things. Like external stuff is creating our emotional hot mess express. The scale, the mirror, Karen from accounting, your mother-in-law's side eye at Thanksgiving. We're convinced these external things are making us feel stressed, ashamed, defeated, or like we want to scream into a pillow. But friends, this is the single greatest key to mindset work, to psychology, to personal growth, to literally living a better life. Are you ready? It's not the thing making you feel negative emotions. It's never the thing. This is the foundation of every mindset tool I teach my clients. That number on the scale, neutral, just data, baby. Your reflection in the mirror, also neutral. Your mom's comment, just words. Words are neutral too. What's not neutral is what happens next in your brain. Because here's what we do. We decide what it all means. We assign meaning like we're handing out participation trophies. And that, my friend, that meaning-making machine in your head, that's what creates your feelings. Let me break it down. You step on the scale, it says 200 pounds, that's just a fact. But then your brain goes, oh my gosh, that's way too much. I shouldn't have let it get this far. I'm fat and unattractive. I'll never lose this weight. And boom, now you feel ashamed, defeated, discouraged. But it wasn't the 200 pounds making you feel that way. It was your thought about the 200 pounds. Stay with me here because I'm about to show you how to take your power back. And trust me, when you get this, when you really get this, you're going to wonder why nobody taught you this in like kindergarten. So why does this even matter? Why do you need to know about mind management and how your brain creates your emotional life? First of all, it's fascinating, like genuinely cool stuff. Understanding how we live our emotional lives, where all that drama comes from. Knowledge is power, baby. But here's the real game changer. Once you understand that your thinking creates your feelings, you get awareness. You start to see where your emotional responses are actually coming from. And if you want to go to the next level, and I know you do because you're still here, this helps you shift your mindset to one that leads to a better, calmer life. And we're not just going to understand our feelings and where they come from. We're going to start creating feelings on purpose, intentionally generating feelings that actually serve us, like motivation, confidence, calm, instead of that anxiety, stress, shame cocktail we've been sipping on for decades. By the way, if you're thinking, okay, this makes sense, but I don't trust myself to do this consistently, that's exactly why I created my Mindset Mastery course. All right, let's get into what a feeling actually is, because this is important. A feeling is a physical response in your body to a thought you just had. It's like a set of vibrations or physical symptoms happening inside of you. Think about stress. You're driving home thinking, today was awful. I'm so behind, I'm never going to catch up. Notice what happens in your body. Your heart rate picks up. Your breathing gets shallow. Maybe your throat tightens. That's my number one tell that anxiety's creeping in. Your shoulders tense up. That's the feeling of stress. It's not out there somewhere. It's in your body, created by what you're thinking up in your brain. Same with shame. You think, I'm fat and unattractive. Notice how that feels. Heavy, right? Maybe nauseous. Maybe you want to hide. That's shame, and it came from a thought, not from your actual body. Here's where it gets juicy. You can have the same circumstance. Let's say you just joined a new program and create completely different feelings based on your thoughts. Thought option A, just another program with a bunch of information. This looks scary and overwhelming. The feeling, stress, anxiety, maybe paralysis. Thought option B, I'm getting closer to figuring this out. I'm here, I'm trying something new, I can take my time. The feeling, excitement, motivation, hope, same circumstance, different thoughts, completely different emotional experience. Now here's where most people's brains explode. If thoughts create feelings, that means you get to decide how you feel about anything. Stay with me because I'm about to show you how. So let's do a little exercise together. Think about something that's bugging you right now. Maybe it's something on your to-do list. Maybe it's a relationship issue. Maybe it's something about yourself you're judging. Got it? Okay, now notice, how are you feeling about it right now? Stressed? Frustrated? Ashamed? Overwhelmed? Just name it. Now ask yourself, what am I thinking about this situation? What story am I telling myself? What am I making it mean? Maybe you're thinking, I'm so behind, or I always mess this up, or I'm not good enough. Here's the magic question. How do I want to feel about this? Maybe you want to feel calm, or determined, or even just neutral. Okay, so what would you need to think to feel that way? What thought would create calm instead of stress? Maybe it's I'm doing the best I can, or this is just one moment in time, or I'm learning as I go. Try it on, say that thought out loud. Notice how your body shifts. That's you, my friend, managing your mind. That's personal growth in real time. If this clicked for you, that's not an accident. This is exactly what we do inside Mindset Mastery. If you're tired of your brain running the show, this is your next step. All right, let's recap because this is big stuff. Number 1, it's not the things happening in your life creating your emotions. It's your thinking about those things. The scale, the mirror, your brother, your boss, all neutral until you decide what they mean. Number 2, you have the power to decide what things mean. It's always optional. Always, you get to choose. Number 3, when you notice an emotion you don't love, ask yourself, how do I want to feel about this? And then work backward to figure out what thought would create that feeling. This is how you start living a better life. Not by changing all your circumstances, though sure, that's nice when it happens, but by managing your mind, by understanding that you're not a victim of your emotions. You're the creator of them. And yeah, this takes practice. Your brain has been doing this automatically for like 4 decades. So give yourself some grace. Be curious instead of judgmental. Notice your thoughts without making them mean you're broken. Because here's the truth, babe, you're not broken. You never were. You just have a human brain doing human brain things. And now you know how to work with it instead of against it. Don't forget to grab your free guide, 6 Steps to Quieting Your Inner Judge, at my website, because that inner judge, she's been running this show for way too long. It's time to take the mic back.